for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
We've got a little bit of a mixed bag. And because it's been another hell of a week.
Mixed bag of candy or coffee?
Both. Both. Remember, we're in the season that's to break brains. Plus, we have a partial lunar eclipse coming up on October the 28th.
Yeah.
To add that into everything else.
Yeah, more paranormal shit's amping up.
Yeah.
We've got people that have been experiencing more shit lately.
Yeah.
We're like, it's time to smudge they're like, it's time to smudge the house again. No, it's just...
It ain't gonna help right now.
No.
No, the veil between the worlds is thin. Yeah. So.
There ain't no use in doing it right now. Because that's just gonna amp it up more.
I don't know that it would amp it up more, but I think it'd be a waste of time and effort.
Probably.
So, but interesting stories from today. One of them that's going to be the main one came out a couple of days ago. But the reason I didn't use fully one of the other ones is because they were infuriating.
Which is?
One of them, and I will put the links to all these so you too can go and be pissed off. One of them from Daily Mail says the title was UFO Hunters Say They Finally Solved the Pentagon's Metallic Orb Sighting, which they tracked to war-torn Syria.
Now hold up, you changed this like twice already. I thought we weren't going to do this first, and then we were going to do something else, but now we're doing this again. What?
Yes, just go with the flow. Go with the flow.
I'm trying, but the flow is kind of
go with the flow.
Flight of the Bumblebee right now, and it's not making sense.
And this was the orb that flew across that battlefield. And says that now data scientists with the controversial but ostensibly independent open source investigation group Bellingcat says that orb was most likely a Mylar party balloon.
If you look at the footage, it's clearly not.
Because
the way that it moves.
Yeah, there's no way that's a party balloon. And I got to look at, because ostensibly is not a word I use on a daily basis.
I don't even know what that word means.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's an adverb, and it means as appears or is stated to be true, though not necessarily so.
So it's a lie.
And there's the possibility that this Bellingcat group is funded by UK and US government agencies.
So it's a lie.
So it depends on which news source, and then there were other news articles. This is the psyop that we're living in right now.
This is why you don't look at the news right now, because it's just a bunch of bogus shit.
So
they're
it's
lying
like
to us more than ever right
don't
now.
believe your lying eyes is what they're telling you. But if you
when
go
they're
back,
the ones lying to us.
If you go back and look at the video of that orb thing, there's no way in hell that is a balloon.
Right. There is no way in hell that's a balloon.
Balloons travel by air current.
Yes.
This is in a straight line. It has and it's moving fast.
Faster than a balloon would.
Yeah. And then the other one that I want you just to tell you all about and give you the link for was because anytime they do these exclusives, they're very, very lengthy. And so,
Exclusive for what?
Exclusive to Daily Mail, because they gave them the interview.
Okay, so that's what they mean by exclusive. All right.
And this was FBI agents visit scientists building flying saucer at Falcon Square Lab in New Jersey and reveal they are part of X-Files-like government UFO investigation. Now, this is it's a bizarre read. And Mark Sokol, founder of the Falcon Space Laboratory in Hawthorne, New Jersey, told DailyMail.com that he was shocked when two federal agents showed up at his doorstep well, at the door of his shop, rather, October the 20th of 2023, and Sokol said the more senior of the two agents told him they had been tasked by bureau bosses with looking into unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, the government term for UFOs, making him a kind of real-life Fox Mulder from the classic show X-Files.
Yeah, which I'm sure has spun his head around.
I'm sure that dude's got the agent, if that's what he was, had delusions of grandeur.
He wishes he was Fox Mulder.
He does wish that he was David Duchovny. He really, really does. And it says, though the government...
David Duchovny, why don't you love me?
If you don't know that song, you need to know that song. And though the government has not officially confirmed it is using FBI agents to conduct UFO-related investigations on the ground, X-Files style, there are several hints that this is the case. A 2021 law which created the latest incarnation of the Pentagon's UFO Investigation Office, AARO, also ordered it to rapidly respond to and conduct field investigations of incidents involving unidentified aerial phenomena under the direction of the head of the office. And at a conference on January 11th, 2023, are you noticing the 11s and 22s yet?
How suiting.
AARO Director Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick presented a slide deck which listed a slide deck.
Deck?
D-E-C-K, deck.
What is that?
Which listed the Department of Justice, ultimately responsible for the FBI, as one of its key partners and stakeholders.
What is a slide deck?
Like slides.
Okay, so it's... Alright, I got you.
And if you're wondering what exactly their definition of stakeholder is, this came from, I'll give you this also as far as a reference that is from whatever .gov. And the definition is an individual or organization having a right, share, claim, or interest in a system or in its possession of characteristics that meet their needs and expectations.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's not unnerving at all.
Yeah.
I mean, this spooky season is just amped up into normie world.
This ain't even
it's
good. It's
cranked to 11.
Like, for real, this ain't even good normie world.
Well, normie world is just, welcome to the
normie.
And
normie world is normie. It's not good. It's just normie.
Yeah. It is.
The fuck?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Well, shit is going on. Shit has hit the fan is going on. That
like,
are the fans are on and somebody's getting ready to pitch the shit.
This is some shit we've not seen before.
No, exactly. Even the astrologers. Even the astrologers are saying the same thing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But the main one that we wanted to focus on, those other ones were, they were time sensitive. Again, from Daily Mail, and this is by Dolores Chang, October 25th of 2023. A majority of home buyers would consider a haunted house as skyrocketing prices in the housing market has left Americans spooked. I would have fun with it too. I really would. And a survey by Zillow Group Incorporated, and that's like property and housing listing, found 67% potential home buyers could be convinced to put up with a few ghosts in the attic if it checked all their boxes.
Wouldn't you?
Well,
I would be fine with that just for a little bit, as long as they weren't like some horrible ghosts.
Right. And it says the poll of 901 recent home buyers and 993 prospective buyers demonstrate the extreme compromises Americans are willing to make in today's housing market, the company wrote in a press release. More than 1/3 of prospective home buyers say that they would buy a haunted house if the price is lower, and 40% of home buyers said the same if the house had features like a big backyard, a pool, and a 2-car garage.
Literally, if the price is lower, anyone is going to buy it, whether it's haunted or not, because prices for housing is fucking stupid.
It is. And it says among...
And needlessly so. They're doing that on purpose so people can't buy houses.
Right. Among recent home buyers, a surprising 12% said they are convinced their home is definitely haunted. And let's see... Manny Garcia, a senior population scientist at Zillow, stated, quote, "The combination of high prices, limited inventory, and rising interest rates is creating a witch's brew of trouble for would-be homeowners."
Oh, I like that.
That was clever.
That was clever. That was actually really well done.
And what is interesting on the comment section of this article, there were quite a few people that had put that they knew that there was some kind of paranormal activity going on in the home that they were living in.
Right. I mean, literally, the house is cheaper than what a normal house would be.
It depends.
And you got like a ghost that throws spoons.
Yeah, or opens a kitchen cabinet.
That's about it, and that's all that it does.
And
I would deal with that.
Yeah, and that was just like as far as the paranormal activity that kid was alluding to at the first of the video. That is my mother's house, and that's where BB and the oldest kid live. And I grew up dealing with paranormal and supernatural. Mm-hmm. And so there are times that the activity is more heightened than others. Whatever it is not dangerous. It's just like, oh, there it goes. Because you get used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it had thrown something across the room there with BB and them one night, didn't it? Didn't it throw a necklace or something?
Yeah, but none of them actually saw it. They saw it land, maybe. Or saw the aftermath of it landing. They saw it swinging.
Okay. Well, physics. Coffee slurping coming.
But most of the time they see like weird little lights, shadow things. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the most of it. That's normal shit that you can deal with.
Right, because they're adults. Now, when I was a kid growing up with that, the thing tormented the shit out of me. It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
probably
totally
a different spirit.
It may have been a different spirit. I don't know, because
like nothing really messed with me when I was there.
We have done quite a few cleansings and blessings in that house over the years. Yeah, lots of them.
Tons.
Yeah. Same thing
Holy
with
water flying, smudge sticks going.
Rebuking and binding and pleading the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
many prayers.
Lots of prayers.
Many.
And that's just like where kid and I, the home we live in, every now and then we'll have something weird, but it's not like ghost-like. It's more like Matrix breaking down-like.
Yeah, that's usually what happens here. It's like we're in like almost... And I won't even say that we're in like a main glitch point of the world.
We have weird stuff.
But like it seems like the further out that you go into the world, like the further backwoods that you go, the more the Matrix almost breaks.
And that's okay.
Like it glitches out bad.
Well, I think that, there's theories on that.
Unrendered parts of town.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the unrendered parts. That's sort of missing a few pixels every now and then.
A few chunks.
Yeah. Do they still use pixels? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, pixels are a thing.
Okay. I wasn't sure. But you
can look at my art and be like, oh yeah, that's very pixelated.
But it's not that bad. But now some of the people that have a demonic entity, That's totally different than having like a ghost.
Yeah.
Because a ghost may be an actual sentient being or whatever it is. It could just be where the past replays ever so often, sort of like hitting.
It's an energy recording.
Yeah.
Rather than a demon, which is a intellectual being.
Right.
And so it's smart. It will react to you. It will do things intentionally to scare you.
Oh, yeah, because they feed on fear. They
Yeah.
feed on fear. And then some of the spirits and stuff, they're sort of trapped between realms.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's either trauma that keeps them here. There's been people that have helped them go to the other side, let go of different things. Some of them have not recognized that they're dead.
Yeah. Some of them literally die just suddenly, and they don't realize that they're dead.
Yeah. So
Don't know how that happens.
I don't know how that happens either. I really don't. Which is, it's kind of disturbing. I try not to think about it too much.
Like that seems like a hell in of its own, you know?
Mm-hmm. But we don't know how conscious those entities are. We really don't.
But there are also allegedly some spirits that have stayed on the earth because they were scared that God wasn't going to let them up in heaven.
That's sad.
And literally
Trapped
they were like,
by guilt.
yeah, they were like, the medium or whatever was like, God's literally there.
Yeah.
Like he's waiting for you to look up.
Yeah.
All you have to do is look up. And they looked up and they went up.
Right. I don't know. There's a lot of different theories. I don't know that I think that it's like most things. There's not just one answer. There's multiple answers. And people,
it's like that multiple choice questionnaire. It's like A, B, C, D, or all of the above. All of the above.
Yeah. And people want just one single answer, and that's not usually how life works.
Right. It's not just black and white. There is a huge gray area there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's not, and different people have different experiences. Some of them do have horrific experiences. I think it depends on the individual, their interpretation of it, their ability to sense the entities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, because how many times have we heard of people, multiple people sitting in the same room, one person being able to see a spirit and the other one's not?
Right. But that usually depends on the person's abilities or not.
Right. But Kid and I, some of the things that we have been through, some of the paranormal and supernatural experiences we've had, we will watch some of the videos and somebody's sitting there going, watch, wait for it. And like a toy car will move 2 or 3 inches.
Or a ball will just
and
roll
we're
over
like,
the steps like
really?
an inch.
It's like, really? And these people are impressed by that.
It's like, that's what you're capturing? We are way past that at this point. We need more evidence. We need apparitions.
Well, like I said, the stuff
we need
that
to
we
see
have
them
had,
actually like be almost violent with the objects, like pitch them across a room.
well, like I said, the personal experiences that you and I have had, that's small potatoes.
But if you want to record that, that's what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like most of the time, it's when you least expect it to happen.
Mm-hmm. So unless you have security cameras, like inside your house, and then people are going to be like, "Why do you have cameras inside of your house?"
That's weird.
Yeah. But unless you're going to do that, you're not going to catch shit.
And do you really need to? In today's world, even the people that do capture the footage on the, security cams or whatever it is, people still don't believe it because it's too easy to fake.
That is true. That is true. But if there's a way that you can show them the metadata or whatever to improve, like this is unedited raw footage straight from the SD card.
Yeah.
Even
then, those who are going to believe will believe. Those who refuse to believe, it doesn't matter. They're going, if it happened to them, they would find some way to mindfuck themselves and rationalize it to where it did not happen.
That is very true, and that has happened with a lot of people.
Yeah. It happens daily with many different things, not just the paranormal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're surrounded by miracles every single fucking day, and nobody sees it.
People
like people who are not looking, they do not see it.
Right. It's just like everything that's going on in the world today. It's a spiritual battle, and people they're not seeing it. This is good versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's a lot of us that believe that we're coming up on the boss battle here on some of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this is why prayer is so important. But
be in constant prayer.
Yeah. And as far as that light of humanity, to reclaim and recapture that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. I was talking to someone this morning about this, and then I was talking to a lady on BitChute. This is where we need to allow our lights to shine and shine brightly.
Yes.
Because it is incredible. I challenge everybody. Sit in a dark room. I mean, turn off all the screens and everything like that, and light a single small candle. And just see what happens.
Some people are scared of the dark, though, and so that will freak them out.
That is their responsibility to do what they can and can't do. I'm not responsible for the ills of the world or for everybody's personal snafus.
That is true, but, you know, doing something like that is something called exposure therapy.
And it's like where we got a world, everybody wants their pet whatever. It's like, no, it's a matter of learning to overcome. And it's like I was telling Kid, I was watching a gentleman who is a Shaolin monk earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And that there's quite a few martial arts books that I used to have, and I need to either search for those or repurchase some of them. Because it is discipline.
It is.
Mind, body, and spirit. Mm-hmm. And that's something that is sorely lacking in today's world. But haunted house, we call it normal.
It's just a house.
Yeah.
It's just a house.
Yeah. So, final thoughts.
It's just a house.
It's just a house.
I'd buy it.
Well, it depends on what it is. And in the article, they go through some of these older homes, and they go into as far as the sightings that were there. But it was a very lengthy article, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it today.
It depends on how bad the history is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if there's some kind of tragedy, that would, that the spirit, if it was just previous owners or something like that, as opposed to,
murders,
yeah, something like that. Now, I would think twice about purchasing a dwelling that had that kind of energy attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard stories of what happens in those houses that have that sort of tragedies in them. It's not fun. It's not the happy type of spooks.
There is a reason that real estate agents are required by law to tell people if there was something bad happened in the house, if there's been any paranormal activity in the house, they have to tell potential buyers. Yeah, because shit has happened over the years.
Yeah.
So if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you perchance have lived in a haunted house and would like to tell us about that, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. All the references will be in the description box.
Yes. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
Let your little light shine.
Mm-hmm.
This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
I'm going to let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine.
Yep.
I'm going to let it shine.
Absolutely. That's a good song. Carry that in your heart.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yep. And Lord willing, we will see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.